Saagar Enjeti is an opinion host at The Hill. He's the host of the Realignment podcast. We're always happy to have him on the show. Saagar, thanks so much for coming on.
Good to see you, Tucker.
I'm looking around and I'm trying to find a power center in American life that is pushing back against the tech monopolies as they try to manipulate the outcome of this election, and I can't find one.
Well, there isn't one that exists currently, Tucker, except for the federal government, the Federal Trade Commission, the Department of Antitrust within the Department of Justice. And what you pointed to, which is so important, is the fusion of what we see, the censorship regime within Silicon Valley, and how it perfectly pairs with the Biden-Harris administration, how they would use the federal government, which is the only force which is capable of reining in these organizations, instead to make the censorship regime into federal law. Right now, we have seen that Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey donated $10 million to Ibrahim Kendi, who is the author of How to Be an Anti-Racist, who proposes radical solutions such as a constitutional amendment or Department of, quote, anti-racism. All of your viewers, all of us know, all people who want true egalitarianism in the United States know exactly who such a department would be coming for. Soon it will be enshrined in a Biden-Harris administration. What you see in terms of Twitter's terms of service could be the law of the land under these people.
So I think you said something really important just a second ago when you said all of us who want a more egalitarian country, not equality of outcomes by federal law, but a broadly middle-class country that doesn't have these massive peaks and deep valleys of income distribution. That's making our country really, really unstable. No one is saying that. No one is addressing that problem. Why do you think that is?
Because that would require actually looking at the billionaire class that you looked at, people like Sergey Brin, people like Larry Page, many others worth hundreds of billions of dollars in stock options and so much more, and asking why exactly right now has the upper 20% of American society actually become richer during one of the worst economic depressions in our lifetime, and the bottom half of American workers have lost almost something like 20% of their wages, and we're already living a blown tire away from bankruptcy. That is not what you alluded to, equality of opportunity, which is what America is actually founded upon. What they want is equality of outcome based upon federal law so that they can use their oligarchical power and their manipulation and basically buying of the politicians, especially many of these Democrats who are in league with them, and enforce the outcomes that they want to see. It's exactly about power, and it's exactly about making sure that we don't have true equality of opportunity in this country.
So a financial crisis descends on the country. We can argue about why, probably the result of bad policy, but it happened. The top percentile of the country gets much richer, everyone else gets much poorer, and yet nobody talks about it. You never hear anybody say that. Could it be that the racial conflict, manufactured racial conflict we're watching, was designed to keep people from talking about that?
Well, you see it right now in how Twitter enforces its so-called terms of service. They'll fact-check the President of the United States and others and allow rampant racial disinformation to go viral on its platforms. In several cases, they've allowed disinformation to go viral, which led to more rioting and looting. Did a single person have their Twitter account locked there, Tucker? Not one person. It continues to go viral to this day.
I mean, if Black Lives Matter came out for, say, 100% tax on Jeff Bezos' personal holdings, I might support them. But, of course, they never will. Great, Saagar. Great to see you. Thank you.
Good to see you, Tucker.